Hello everyone and welcome back to Batman Arkham Asylum, and yeah, this part I am feeling super energetic. I'm not as tired as I was last part, well maybe a little, but that's mostly because of the reviews that I've been working on. Because at the time of this recording, like I just finished the Spider-Man video, I just finished editing the Spider-Man video, it's already out by this point, but just letting you know how much these videos are in advance. So yeah, I'm awake. I'm not yawning or like just the feeling of tiredness. Like I've watched the previous part just to get an idea of where we were, and man, was I just exhausted that day. But yeah, I'm feeling a little better now. We're gonna save some employees of the asylum, I guess. I wouldn't know, like, it's a security guard and a doctor. It's like you can't call them both doctors or both security guards or whatever the fuck. So yeah, now we have this timed scenario where we have to save them, and yeah, like, they don't give you a timer. I don't know if you can actually... Oh, wait. No. Yes, you can fail this. I just remembered because I remember a long time ago, for some reason, I was playing Arkham Asylum for the, like, millionth time. And, like, I thought I paused the game, and it was like right here. I thought I paused the game, and when I came back, I was on the game over screen for some reason. And I was just like, what the fuck is happening? And I came back, and then I realized I had to go through all the entryways and all that in this room. So I don't know. It was weird. I don't know if it was just that or like somehow I just like collapsed. I like that they gave this guy a mask so they didn't have to animate the mouth. I probably talked about this before, but like when Batman is just like talking to other people face to face in game, like it doesn't look good at all because it's just like moving lips. Maybe the eyebrows move a little bit, and then also their head just kind of shifts around. The thing that gets me about that is that it always goes back into place. So like his head will turn to the right or to the left, but then it'll always shift back to facing forward. Oh, I guess I missed some Joker teeth. That's weird. I don't know how, but... Because I remember clearly not hearing them shatter. Unless I, grappled up to the spot. So... Oh man, what else to talk about? I guess we can talk about Batman movies. You guys like Batman movies? I like Batman movies. Actually, no, before that, we're going to get to the suicide collar, which is, I guess, an added part of the stealth sections where, as they'll show you, when the heart rate goes low, then the suicide collar will go off, and in stealth scenarios, it alerts other people to wherever you took out that person, so they're more aware of you. So I guess it is an interesting kind of way of upping up the ante for stealth scenarios. That and the explosive gargoyles, which you'll get to. but like it makes the challenge maps, especially the extreme ones, a pain in the ass because everybody has a suicide collar. Every gargoyle is bombed, like it has bombs on there. So, and you're supposed to do set challenges in the challenge map. Like they give you objectives to do, and it makes it super hard to play without a guide, I think. But yeah, this right here is an example of like, you know, silent takedown, using the silent takedown on somebody, and then the collar going off, and everybody will just be alerted to that person's presence. Or the Joker will, you know, Joker will go over the intercom. The stealth scenarios in this game, I might have said this before too, like they're perfectly fine in execution, but what gets me is that it's just like there are so many things going against you. Not even just like the added intensity with, you know, the collars and the explosive gargoyles. I just feel that the AI is more troublesome than in the other games. Like, I feel like I get seen a lot more in this than I do with, like, Arkham City, or even Arkham Origins, for that matter. I don't know. It might be just me, and that's especially weird to say with my favorite Arkham game, but I just feel like that is more scenario for this than anything else. Which is, I can give them the benefit of the doubt because, you know, this is the first game, so they're trying new things, and, you know, not everything is fine-tuned, but, yeah. But yeah, this is what I mean by talking heads, where it's just like, especially with Batman, because he only, he tilts his head slightly, he moves it in either direction, he'll move it down, and then, you know, his eyebrows. It's funny to see here, like, it's just funny to look at. Like, the later games do a better job at this, sort of. I mean, in the case of Arkham City and Arkham Origins, like, it's not that much better. But yeah, there's a lot of talking heads in that game. I think Arkham Knight kind of, like, it's weird because it's not much better there either, but they have different camera angles, so it's not just cutting between two portraits talking to each other. Like, they have different angles going on and whatnot, so it makes it look like it's you know, different, but like, when I'm thinking about it, in actuality, it's just the same it has ever been. Maybe they, like, move around a little bit more. Like, it's not just them standing still, and occasionally they'll shift their bodies and such. Like, they do, like, animate. Like, they'll move their arms, they'll move their bodies around, they'll, you know, pace and whatnot, but, like, yeah. So it is a little bit better in that sense, but still, it's not anything too drastic. Anyway, I'm talking way too much about character models and such, and animations. So Batman movies, I brought up. I love Batman movies. The first Batman movie I ever watched, believe it or not, was Batman and Robin. I was like 2 years old, and I remember, like, Batman and Robin was just such a fun movie to watch. I think Batman and Robin and, like, Spider-Man 2 were, like, were the two movies I watched most as a toddler, or at least a couple of them. Like, I'm thinking of other movies like Small Soldiers, and I'm sure there's others, but like, but yeah, I love Batman and Robin. I didn't love the weird thing is that I love Batman and Robin, but I distinctly, like, whenever I thought of Batman Forever, I just didn't care for it. I mean, that would change years later, because I went through a phase, like, at like 9, 10 years old, where, like, I loved watching Batman Forever over and over and over again. Like, Batman Forever and Batman Returns. Or my, like, it was strange. Especially after, like, The Dark Knight came out and such. But yeah, just for a phase, like, I watched Batman Forever over and over. And I watched Batman Returns over and over again. And, like, I think now, like, I love Batman 89. I love The Dark Knight and Batman Begins. I think part of me really likes... I think part of me really liked Batman Begins. Like, now I like Batman Begins a little more than I like The Dark Knight. Probably just because it's a little bit more stylized than The Dark Knight. Like, Dark Knight is, like, really grounded and stuff. So. But, yeah. It's weird. It's so strange. I did really like, the Matt Reeves movie that came out. I mean, we talked about it on the podcast, which I'll put the card up top for you to go watch that episode, because we go in depth on that episode. The whole, like, all of us just rhapsodize about that movie, and we had such a fun time. Like, when I think of Batman movies that I genuinely do not like, as far as live action is concerned, like, I don't really hate any of them. But as far as, like, animated movies, one I really don't like is Batman Bad Blood. But I think Dark Knight Rises, like, it's fine for the most part since the last time I watched it, but, like, it's a very weird thing with what I think about, you know, just Batman movies. So I don't really hate any of the live action stuff. Like, even the ones that are super bad that everybody calls, like, the worst comic book movies of all time. Like, I don't hate Batman and Robin. To me, Batman and Robin is just one of those kind of guilty pleasure movies where, like, you know that it's bad, but there's just something about it that keeps you coming back. And, yeah, like, there's a lot of that movie that keeps me coming back. Like, it's just fun. It's just a fun movie to watch. But I think as of right now, when it comes to live action stuff, it's like The Batman and, like, Batman 89, I think, are my top two. So. Oh yeah, now we're on the trail of Dr. Young to see where she hit that formula. And usually I just know where it is right away. And sometimes you can actually, like, if you go a certain way, you can, like, do the whole dropping chandelier and then find her formula. Which I didn't do because I just didn't want to, like, speed things up too much. So, Oh, Joker. Oh, Zaz. Oh, boy. It's such a, like... Yeah, Zaz. I don't know. Fucking Zaz. So, we're, yeah, coming up to the end of the part. And, next time we'll be, you know, continuing on. So, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share all that fun stuff. I will see you all next time. Thank you all so much for watching. And, of course, don't forget to take care of yourselves. See ya.